5-minute movement routine. Number 1, let's jump in and get started. We're going to stand up nice and tall. We're going to lunge across with our left leg, taking 75% of the weight through our left leg. Bringing your hands out the front and interlocking those fingers. We're going to move that right hip joint through a big smooth circle as we start to move those wrists through a double wrist circle. Big, smooth, slow, easy circles through the wrist and through the hip joint. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing up nice and tall, we're then going to lunge out on your right leg. 75% of the weight through your right leg. Arms out the front. Start working through your left hip with some circles and then bringing in your double wrist circles. Smooth, slow, and controlled. Working on coordination and loosening up your wrist and hip joints. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing up nice and tall, we're going to move our hips through a large hourglass movement. So relax through your upper body, keeping your feet on the ground, pushing your hips out to one side, upper body to the other in a big hourglass movement. 5 more seconds in this direction, and then we repeat in the opposite direction. 2, 1. Moving the hips back now in the opposite direction. Keeping your toes and feet flat on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to jump onto the ground now and complete our hip swing series. Placing your hands under your shoulders, feet all the way back, body nice and straight. Step your right foot to your right hand. From here, we're going to drop our left leg down to the ground and then push our hips up and feel that stretch in the back of your right leg, all the way down to feel that stretch in your left leg, up and down, moving through some hip splits. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With my right leg up, I'm going to bring my right arm up and open into some windmills. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping that right leg back, we're then going to step our left foot to our left hand, dropping your right leg down to the ground, pushing those hips up so we feel it in the front of our right leg, back of the left leg, up and down, smooth, slow, and controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With my left leg up, I bring my left arm up and open for some windmills. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step that left leg back, feet nice and wide. We're going to hide our ears in between our shoulders, pushing your heels down towards the ground and then dropping our hips all the way forward, keeping your arms straight throughout the whole movement. We're pushing our heels down, feeling that stretch in your calf, and then dropping your hips down towards the ground. 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're then going to bring our knees up underneath our hips, hands under shoulders. We're then going to lift our knees 1 centimeter off the ground. Lifting your left foot off the ground, we bring that underneath your body, plant that on the ground, drive up, reaching all the way down to point at your hand on the ground and to look at your fingers on the ground, pushing your hips up, drop back down, left leg comes under, take your right leg off the ground, spin under, bottom down, drive all the way up, point at your fingers on the ground, look at your fingers on the ground, and move backwards and forwards between those two positions. Hips up nice and high, rotate underneath the body, all the way up, pushing those hips up. Take that leg underneath the body, plant it on the ground, driving up, pushing your hips as high as you can. Look at your fingers on the ground. Point your top hand towards your fingers on the ground, rotating underneath the body, driving up, hips back down. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing up, bouncing around, and then let's jump into today's session.